Blackwater folds on rust-bit chains. Lantern swing marks the stains of every deal I ever signed. With salt in my teeth and wrecks in my mind, maps in my skin, burned in crude lines. Harbor priests murmur their signs, but I taste metal every time I pray. Like coins on the tongue that won't wash away. Go beneath the tide, keeps calling through the groan, the hull and the gulls that are falling. I would trade my breath for that weight, for that shine. Go beneath the tides, I swear it's mine. White. Crewmen cross the warp deck slow, eyes like graves, too proud to show how deep that hunger gnaws their bone. How every shouted order scrapes like stone. Stormline builds on the jagged rim. Sky drops low like it wants to swim. Yet I lean forward toward the foam's black grin, hearing old coins rattle under all this sin. Gold beneath the tide keeps calling through the groan, the hull and the gulls that are falling. I would trade my breath for that weight, for that shine. Gold beneath the tides, I swear it's mine. Wait. Deeper drag the chain, salt in the cut, blood in the rain. Dig deeper, lose the light, bury your name for the buried wide. Go beneath the tide, keeps calling through the groan, the hull and the gulls that are falling. I will trade my breath for that weight, for that shine. Go beneath the tides, or it takes my mind. Wait. You walked out of the harbor fog, tide marks on his eyes, barnacles on borrowed boots, salt sown in his sides. Spoke names the waves had swallowed, gates the dead once knew. Laid a cracked shell on the table, said the storm remembers you. I am the Saltbound Prophet, tongue cut on the turning tide. Every oath you threw to the water crawled back and clung to my hide. Raise your cups to the calm you wanted, I'll drink to the wrath you hide. I am the Saltbound Prophet, and I stand where the drowned gods bide. Cards spread on a splintered crate, maps stained with last year's blood. He traced routes through ghost white shoals, laughed soft at the rising flood. You'll find gold where gulls crooked, graves where lanterns stay. Choose your curse, he whispered, but you still must sail away. I am the Saltbound Prophet, tongue cut on the turning tide. Every oath you threw to the water crawled back and clung to my hide. Raise your cups to the calm you wanted, I'll drink to the wrath you hide. I am the Saltbound Prophet, and I stand where the drowned gods hide. Voices on low, you can scrape my mark off your mast. Burn the rope, leaks the stain, still the swell will mouth your name turning tide. Every oath you threw to the water crawled back and clung to my hide. Raise your cups to the calm you wanted, I'll drink to the wrath you hide. I am the Saltbound Prophet, and I stand where the drowned gods hide. Like veins on a weather-cracked pier. You cut your thumb on the rust-brown ring. I taste the iron, swallow the fear. Soul blood covenant, drawn in the brine. Holds like a harbor chain, crossing the spine. Spit in the sea, and let the breakers decide. I stand in the storm with you in my side. Your father's blade in your shaking hand, mine in the scabbard, old leather split. We mark our palms on the splintered rail. The wind goes quiet and carries it. Soul blood covenant, drawn in the brine. Both like a harbor chain, crossing the spine. Spit in the sea, let the breakers decide. I stand in the storm, my side, oh. If the mast snaps, if the keel folds, if the black waves eat the moonlight whole, let the deep take every name we wore. It never gets our word, it never gets our word. in, drawn in the brine. Hey! Hold like a harbor chain, crossing the spine. Spinning the sea, let the breakers decide. I stand in the score. Salt on my lips, tar in my lungs, rust on the teeth of the chain that I've swung. Graveyard of masts, grinding like bone. Crows on the yard are marking my own. Blackwater coughs, cold as a tomb. Lanterns all swinging in funeral bloom. Kneel on the deck, hands to the dune. Shadow of steel from that hanging moon. Name what you want from this broken flesh. Gold or my blood in a silver spoon. I carve my answer into the mast, an oath beneath the iron moon. I raise my hand to the iron moon, swear on the storm I won't bow soon. Cut by the wind, but I won't move. I live and die by this iron moon, by this iron moon, by this iron moon, by this iron moon. Ghosts in the foam, call up my crimes, counting my sins like the pull of the tides. Teeth in the deep, wait for my fall. Still I spit brine in the face of the maw. Take what you can from this battered crew, names that were lost with the afternoon. Brand me a curse, brand me a fool. I brand my vow on that iron moon. I raise my hand to the iron moon, swear on the storm I won't bow soon. Cut by the wind, but I won't move. I live and die by this iron moon, by this iron moon, by this iron moon. and glow, salt on my lips, and the oars ride low. Names in the dark that I dare not say, ash on my thumb as I face the bay. I will stand this Blackwater Vigil, torch held high while the tide pulls slow. If the deep wants what it's taken, it can come and drag my shadow below, but I won't bow my head. I won't bow my head. Old prayers carved in the jet black stones, rope in my hands, and the wind just moans. One scrap of cloth on a crocodile, one breath of smoke for a broken sail. I will stand this Blackwater Vigil, torch held high while the tide pulls slow. If the deep wants what it's taken, it can come and drag my shadow below, but I won't bow my head. I won't bow my head. Let the waves speak, let them spit foam, let the sky crack, I stay. I won't go if your voice rides in on the turning swell. I'll answer back from the edge of the well. I will stand this Blackwater Vigil, torch held high while the tide pulls slow. If the deep wants what it's taken, it can come and drag my shadow below. I will hold this line till the sea runs dry. I won't bow my head. I won't bow my head. Black line on the water, always just a mile ahead. Salt ghosts on our shoulders, tar and canvas, smoke and bread. Map stained with surrender, names the sea already claimed. Still we chase that slender edge, no compass ever tamed. Every dawn the same demand, reach for what will never land. Taste it on the wind, then watch it fade. Raise your eyes to the relentless horizon, where the sky keeps slipping away. Every wave says turn back, but we rise and carve our promise into the spray. If the world falls short of what we're devising, we'll keep sailing into the gray, bound to nothing, sworn to the relentless horizon, till our bones become the bay. Storm scars on the railing, old rope singing in the string, coins asleep in nail tins, rust and hope in every chain. Rage recall with the silence, hail the dead below the keel, on a wordless guidance in the groan of iron and wheel. Every night the same command, hold this line with open hands, reach and lose and reach again, unmade. Raise your eyes to the relentless horizon, where the sky keeps slipping away. Every wave says turn back, but we rise and carve our promise into the spray. If the world falls short of what we're devising, we'll keep sailing into the gray, bound to nothing, sworn to the relentless horizon, till the names wash into clay. Maybe land is just a story told to keep the bowl in place. We were born to chase the border that forever shifts its face. Raise your eyes to the relentless horizon, where the sky keeps slipping away. Every wave says turn back, but we rise and carve our promise into the spray. If the world falls short of what we're devising, we'll keep sailing into the gray, bound to nothing, sworn to the relentless horizon, till the dark folds over the day. Old man on the harbor stone, shells in his beard like charms, eyes gone white as breaking foam, salt scars on his arms. He traced the map on my wrist. Oi! There's blood in your line. Coughed up black and bitter brine, said you're bound to the sign. It's the Black-Tide prophecy rising under me, dragons in the deep calling out my name. Let the dark waves carry me where the dead sail free. I will bear that curse like a flag in the flame. once whirling dark. Moon goes out like a snuffed out tongue. Ravens wheel the bark. Closely close with knives in hand. Dreams all taste of steel. Whispers crawl along the planks. Turn back or you'll kneel. Through the Black-Tide Prophecy, rising under me. Dragons in the deep, calling out my name. Let the dark waves carry me where the deck sail free. I will bear that curse like a flag in the flame. They said kneel, I said never. Chain this heart, you could never. If the sea wants my soul, let it choke on the fire I hold. Let the Black-Tide Prophecy rake and bend on me. I will carve my mark in the drowning sky. As the deep comes hungrily, let it feast on me, but I'll go down laughing with my fist raised high. Black sail, torn on a wind that is not there. Salt bones, stacked where the tide forgot to care. Name scratched, deep in the keel like a quiet vow. Dead eyes, scanning the reefs that denied them bow. We are the ghosts of the unbowed, teeth in the storm. We sing out loud, broke on the rocks, but we never went down. We are the ghosts. We are the ghost of the unbowed. Iron, rusted in wrists that still reach on. Cold ropes, coiled like serpents that outlived dawn. No crown ever sat easy upon that prow. Just hands, calloused and empty and holy now. We are the ghosts of the unbowed, teeth in the storm. We sing out loud, broke on the rocks, but we never went down. We are the ghosts. We are the ghosts of the unbowed. Who will measure a man by his chains, or count the cuts in his back like grain? We rose up brazen, we sank like stone, but the oaths we swore outlived the bone. We are the ghosts of the unbowed, blood in the sea. house of the unbowed. Thunder drum rolls rising and fading, keel song hums in the deep, a forgotten sound. One spark burns in the wreck where the lost stand proud. We are the ghosts. Lantern swinging on a rusted nail, salt-bit bones and a tattered sail. Maps burn black where the edges fray, always west, but the stars say stay. I am the keeper of the black horizon, where every compass turns to stone. I drink the names of the ships that rise in, then pull their shadows down alone. Turn back, if you value breathing. This is the line that swallows men. Keeper of the black horizon, I call you once, not twice again. Did calm water like a staring eye, no gulls cry, just a hollow sky. Teeth of reefs in a crooked grin, I taste your fear blowing soft, blown thin. I am the keeper of the black horizon, where every compass turns to stone. I drink the names of the ships that rise in, then pull their shadows down alone. Turn back, if you value breathing. This is the line that swallows men. Keeper of the black horizon, I call you once, not twice again. Who charts the course to the edge of the end? Who writes their will in the wake they send? Each soul on a tight staying bone. the black horizon, where every compass turns to stone. I drink the names of the ships that are rising, then pull their shadows down alone. Turn back, last warning given. The sky folds in, the waves ascend. Keeper of the black horizon, you sail to me, and I don't bend. Salt in my teeth, lantern swing slow, name carved deep in the blackened oak below. Crew all gone, but their boots still fall in time. Hear them curse my crown and the groan of the brine. These are the echoes beneath the tide, voices that drag but never die. You can chain my hands, you can burn my flag, still I rise, still I rise with the echoes beneath the tide. Cold iron key on a frayed red string, lock that chest where my worst sins sing. Storm crow sky, but I don't bow my head. I drink with ghosts from a bottle of lead. These are the echoes beneath the tide, voices that drag but never die. You can wear my name, you can sink my pride, still I rise, still I rise with the echoes beneath the tide. These are the echoes beneath the tide, voices that drag but never die. You can salt my wounds, you condemn my side, still I rise, still I rise with the echoes beneath the tide. rust on my tongue, tasted the wake of every ship I've sunk. Lanterns swing low, naming my sins, each broken masthead still clinging to the wind. Iron shackles and silver coins paid my passage, fed my ghosts. Every debt I cut in flesh comes back on the rising foam. Iron shackles and silver coins drag me where the black tide joins. Every weight I thought I'd spend still chained to my hands in the took their prayer, stole all the letters hidden under stairs. Names on the paper stared up like eyes. I burned them for warmth, now they burn in the sky. Iron shackles and silver coins paid my passage, fed my ghosts. Every debt I cut in flesh comes back on the rising foam. Iron shackles and silver coins drag me where the black tide joins. Every weight I thought I'd spend still chained to my hands in the air. Sleep easy, dreaming of shore. I lie awake, hear a knocking below. Not rain on the hull, not claws of the deep. It's every locked chest I swore I would keep. Iron shackles and silver coins paid my passage, fed my ghosts. Every debt I cut in flesh comes back on the rising foam. Iron shackles and silver coins drag me where the black tide joins, till the sea unbinds my bones. I'll rattle and ring with these iron tones.
Palms tar under broken nails. Lantern swings a yellow eye, watching how the black tide breathes. Rust on the anchor chain, worn like a pilgrim's bead. Name after nameless name, sunk in the ledger of the deed. This is the last watch before dawn, where every ghost I've carried stands in line. I give my silence to the yawning dark, and let the old stars read my crimes.
Last watch before dawn, I face the sea, I face the sky. If morning wants me, it can take me whole. If not, it knows where I lie.
Coils of forgotten ropes, sleeping like serpents near my feet. Someone carved a prayer in the rail, half of the letters lost to sleet. I taste iron on my breath, night as a blade at my throat. Yet I stand a nailed up cross on the prow of a drifting oak. This is the last watch before dawn, where every ghost I've carried stands in line. I give my silence to the yawning dark, and let the old stars read my crimes. Last watch before dawn, I face the sea, I face the sky. If morning wants me, it can take me whole. If not, it knows where I lie. We sail for hunger, sail for hate, sail for a flag and a captain's name. Now all those banners bleed to gray in the stretched out breath before the day. This is the last watch before dawn.
Oh, hear them call.
The nameless faces gather on the tide.
Soft voices rise.
I give my silence to the yawning dark, while distant skies begin to pale and shine. Last watch before dawn, your cold hand reaches out for mine. If morning wants me, it can take me whole. If not, I'm already Blackwater heaves like breathing lungs, a lantern swing on rusted chains. Dead calm eye in a crushing storm, every oath taste of iron and rain. Old maps burned as many names, 9 tides marked in blood and tar. Crewmen pray to a nameless depth where teeth shine faint as drifting stars. Raise your cups to the Nine-Tide Colossus, skin of the sea and a crown of foam. We carve our faith in the ribs of the ocean. One by one he calls us home. Sing his hunger in guttered whispers. Wave by wave our hearts turn stone. Praise the maw of the Nine-Tide Colossus. He is the reef beneath our bones. He is the reef beneath our bones. Barrical idols on broken decks, as of shell in a circle of road. Children branded with curling wakes, taught to trade their fear for hope. Harpoons rust in their rotting racks, none dare pierce what feeds their love. Offerings sink in a chain of skulls, each tide drags another soul stuck. Raise your cups to the Nine-Tide Colossus, skin of the sea and a crown of foam. We carve our faith in the ribs of the ocean, one by one he calls us home. Sing his hunger in guttered whispers, wave by wave our hearts turn stone. Praise the maw of the Nine-Tide Colossus, he is the reef beneath our bones. When the ninth wave climbs the moon, when the ninth wave climbs the moon, wild it knocks his answer from under the keel. Not storm, not wind, not living throat, just the gospel of something real. Raise your cups to the Nine-Tide Colossus, skin of the sea and a crown of foam. We carve our faith in the ribs of the ocean, one by one he calls us home. Sing his hunger in guttered whispers, wave by wave our hearts turn stone. Praise the maw of the Nine-Tide Colossus, he is the reef beneath our bones. He is the reef beneath our bones. They say the sea keeps what it's owed, in brine and bone and depths untold, where lantern light turns pale and thin, and drowned men's hymns drift in the wind. No chart has marked his shadowed throne, no priest has blessed his coral stone. Yet every mast and salted hand knows well the Lord beneath the sand. Oh, Davy Jones, below the foam you claim the lost, you drag them home to lock a dark kingdom cold, where dead men pay in rust and gold. Oh, Davy Jones, toll the bell slow when black tides rise and north winds blow. For when your whisper chills the sea, no soul aboard sails free. Some swear he once was flesh and breath, a pirate king who bargained death for gold that glittered like the sun, and cursed his heart when it was won. Some say he loved the ocean wide more than any bride beside, and when she sank beneath the gale, his grief became the howling squall. Oh, Davy Jones, below the foam you claim the lost, you drag them home to lock a dark in caverns deep, where broken vows and sailors sleep. Oh, Davy Jones, keep your score, you scratch their names on the ocean floor, and when your shadow floods the sea, no man aboard sails free. When compasses spin wild with fright, and decks run slick in storm-torn night, when bells ring out with hollow tone, you'll hear the sea call out his own. The hull may groan, the mast may bend, the bravest heart may meet its end. For debts once sworn in fear or greed are harvested like salted seed. Down, down to the locker below, where the lanterns fade and cold weeds grow. Down, down where the drowned bells chime and time forgets the hands of time. Oh, Davy Jones, arise not near, spare the mast and spare our fear. Spare the oar and spare the flame, let no man drown to speak your name. Oh, Davy Jones, keeper of the deep, where silent crews their watch must keep. For when your whisper chills the sea, no soul aboard